Are you sick of this Zoom shit yet, Digby?
I'm totally sick of being chained to my desk, actually.
Yeah.
That's something but funnily enough, that was something that was on my mind.
Being chained to your desk?
Well, not me so much. So yesterday I was on a call with the chief executive and it was just him and I, right? And we'd set up a Zoom call and we got on the call and I said, how's your day going? And he goes, this is like the 6th or 7th call that I've done today and it's only 1 o'clock and, you know, and I feel like I'm chained to my desk. And I said, isn't that interesting that we set up a Zoom call for this where in fact we could have just got on the phone.
No,
right?
Oh my God, I hear you, man. Why aren't we doing the walk and talk? Why are we constantly on Zoom now? Why are we like that? Why are we so binary? Why can we only go from,
that's right,
online meetings are shit, we have to be in person, to all Zoom all the time?
That's it, mate. So that's what I was thinking about. I like, why don't we just go and get on the phone? And I reckon we've done a pendulum swing.
Agreed.
Right? So before Zoom was kind of like this, kind of like, oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. Maybe we should Zoom one day. Whereas to now we're just doing it all the time. And I reckon we've gone from one default to another. And I reckon that's not healthy either because we're subject to a new norm. And I reckon what we want to be vigilant about is just kind of settling for a new norm because it's the new norm, right? It's
Isn't that funny? We're like, we don't want a new thing. We don't want a new thing. Oh, we've got a new thing. That's all we want.
Yeah. And then that is, like you say, that's the binary thing.
And we have this negativity thing too, where we're like, well, now that we're there, the other thing is shit. So, in-person meetings, waste of time. Absolute waste of time.
Yeah. So there's something about a bit of thinking required, hey, where you've got to go, okay, what's actually the right thing for now? And also, what do I need? What do you think would be right, rather than just going to default? And I reckon it's kind of hard though, because Danny Kahneman wrote that book, Thinking Fast and Slow. And I reckon there's a link to, look, we've got lazy brains, and if we can just make something automatic, we will, right? Because our brains want to conserve energy.
Oh, but we have to, Diggs, because otherwise, it's exhausting. This is why everyone's so tired. We need to fall back into some kind of new something, because if we have to make intentional choices all day, every day about what we're doing, it's tiring. I'm tired.
Yeah. And we talked last time about ambiguity muscle, right? And is it tired because we're exercising this muscle and we're still not there yet? And so I like to think that actually maybe a higher form of evolution for us as people is actually to be more comfortable with having to make those sort of choices, and that actually becomes the new normal, is like being choiceful, right?
Yeah. Are you familiar with the acronym DOMS, D-O-M-S?
Tell me what that means.
So DOMS is like, in gym world, delayed onset muscle soreness. And so 2 days after you've been to the gym, you can't...
2 days. I know the feeling.
You can't walk up the stairs and you're like, oh, my legs don't work. I was fine yesterday.
Yeah.
I reckon we're getting some ambiguity DOMS.
Totally right, yeah.
Instead of continuing to push, it's a lot easier to just settle in the new thing. And that's a worry, eh?
It is a worry, right? Because I think a lot of people's fear, like I've been asking a lot of people this week, like what are your fears? Like we talked about change dragons before. It's like, what are your fears about when we go into the building? And a lot of people have been saying, yeah, that we'll have a new normal, but again, it's just not working.
Yeah.
And I think that's fascinating, right? Because we all kind of get a bit lazy and we're kind of, it's all too hard to fight it. And so I'm not quite sure what the answer to that is.
I think there's a lot to do with finding the bright spots and just tweaking all the time, And I think that's so much, it's less pressure than feeling like we have to have the answer all the time. And
absolutely.
I feel this in my own business, my own practice, my own life as well. So we're like, okay, we're in level 4. Great. Everything's online. Hey, this is great. I'm in my dining room in my socks. I don't have to leave my house. I'm doing everything online. This is fantastic. And then by 4 weeks in, I'm like, Diggs, I don't even want to see you on Zoom, man. I'm sick of this shit. Okay.
Can we expand our bubbles to be our bubbles together? That would be cool.
Because then a week ago I was like, lockdown's not even that different to my normal life. All I really do is work in kids anyway, and I prefer my own cooking and my own coffee, so I'm pretty happy. And then last night was, I hate lockdown. I haven't seen my friends for weeks. I miss my family.
Yeah.
I want to get out of this house. And it's what you said to me about pendulum swings. And it's not that useful. And it's actually much more useful to be able to go, I'm going to call my friend today and then I'm going to feel better. I'm going to go for a walk today and then I'm going to feel better. I'm going to tweak the thing a little bit and blend the best parts of everything and just do that. Low pressure.
And I like the way you say tweaking, because I think that's the minimum viable energy, right, that you want. I call it the minimum viable experiment. You know, it's like, what's the smallest thing you could do to tweak? And that requires a little bit of effort. But again, it's not like you need to run a marathon here for changing things. Well, we actually are in a marathon, but you know, it's like, just do something different every day and build that.
I'm glad you called that out, because transformation is high pressure. Transformation is daunting.
Yeah.
Changing everything we think and all of our assumptions and all the way we do things, it's a lot of pressure and it's really tiring and it's really hard to do. And what I liked the most about the conversation that you and I had, which is a secret one, because sometimes we have conversations we don't let the world in on, the other day about what we want to do with our different workshops and training and how do we want to do things online and how do we not, was we had that chat, and it wasn't a boil the ocean, change the entire world conversation. It was 40 minutes of some stuff we'd been thinking about. We had a couple of good ideas each of what we wanted to try in a little way at the end, and we just left it.
So I reckon a question for you guys is, what is your minimum viable experiment today, tomorrow, the next day? And just try one little thing, use the minimum amount of energy you can, see what happens.